So we don't want to telegraph. We just want to go from where we are. What we're going to do next, we're going to go to our regular roundhouse kick. So, back leg, kick, bring it back, and land behind you. So simple, do it every class, regular roundhouse kick, my count. And two, set, net, yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is it good? Yellow. Yellow. And switch legs. Same thing. Regular roundhouse kick. And set. Net. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Is it good? Yellow. Yellow. Breathe in and out. So, sticking with today's theme, we're going to go hop, step, roundhouse kick. So as you can imagine, it's going to be a front leg roundhouse kick using our hop, step footwork. Same thing, if you have a line or something that you can go over and practice getting that distance, I still want you doing that. So I have my line, I'm going to hop, step, boom, roundhouse kick, land, I'm going to turn and face the other direction. I'm going to do the same thing the other way. So again, alternating, kick with the left, kick with the right, back and forth. On my count. Ready? And two, set, net, yes. So I want you to stay close to the ground. I don't want you to jump up real high as you do your hop, step, roundhouse kick. I want your feet staying close to the ground in case you get hit. Yes. Is it good? Get up. Yeah. So, on that last one, I noticed something that I did that I don't want you to do. I did this. If you watch my front foot, I did a little step before I did my hop, step footwork. And I want you to try to avoid doing that. So that's called telegraphing. That shows my opponent, hey, I'm moving forward, so I'm probably going to attack. So we don't want to telegraph. We just want to go from where we are, kick it. Again, that's one of the reasons why we bounce. Because if we bounce and I move forward a little bit as I'm bouncing, and they kind of notice, okay, he's bouncing and he moves forward just a little bit each time as he's bouncing, they're not going to think as much of it if I'm hopping like this and then I go for it. It kind of hides the telegraph. So I do that a lot when I'm bouncing, but when I'm just practicing like this, like we are right now, I shouldn't be taking that step forward. So I'm noticing that I'm doing this, so you might be doing this as well, and I want you to think about it, making sure that you don't take that step forward before you do your kick. Right where you're at, you're bouncing, 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 kick. All right, let's keep going. Johanna. You'll do. You'll set. You'll net. You'll dash it. You'll yes it. You'll look up. You'll yellow. You'll up. Hold. Take a breath in and breathe out. In and out. Okay, so next kick we're going to do a side kick. Regular side kick. Kick from the back to the front and bring it back. So I bring up, I push out straight, bring back and down. Bring it all the way back behind me. We're going to do 10 on each side. I'm starting with my right. You can start with either side. Ready? And it. Ready. Set. Net. Yes. Yes. Here we go. You know. Up. Yeah. And switch sides. Same thing. Side kick. Ready? And it. Three. Set. Hit. Yes. Yes. Is it good? Get out. Up. Good. Take a breath in and out. Okay, so we're going to do hop step side kick, but before that, I'm going to do another little side kick drill that'll help you with your hop step side kick. So we're just going to do a front leg side kick because, let's be honest, front leg side kick, then attach it to your hop step footwork. That's exactly what we're doing. So we're going to do our front leg side kick. I'm going to start off with my right leg in front. Ready? So remember, we lean back a little bit, put our weight into our back leg, cock this one up, kick out, back, and then back down in the front. And it. Remember to still pivot your back leg. Set. Net. Listen. So one thing that I see some people doing, and sometimes I do it as well, so I want you not to do it, is instead of just leaning back and throwing this kick, I'll do this sometimes too. I step up with my back leg in order to do that kick. Here, here. Not entirely wrong. You can do it, but kind of like I was saying before, that's telegraphing. If I'm here and I just put this here, well, obviously I'm about to put weight onto this leg that I just stepped with to kick with that front leg. So I want you to try to avoid doing that. If you do it every now and then, it's okay, but I want you to try to avoid doing it. Yes, sir. Is it good? You know. Uh-huh. Good. Now we're going to do the same thing with our left leg. Ready? And here. Good. Set. Net. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Good. Get out. Uh-huh. Good. Take a breath in and out. Now, we're going to do hop step side kick. So just like I was saying before, that front leg side kick, as I bring that up, that's happening at the same time that my back foot is moving up. And that's going to be our hop step side kick. Again, just like before, if you have the line, if you have something, use that to help you get that distance on this kick. And just a little tidbit of information, If anyone knows who Bruce Lee is, which I'm sure almost everyone knows who Bruce Lee is, this was Bruce Lee's favorite kick. He found this one of the most effective at closing the distance and being able to put a significant amount of power to knock somebody over in and do quite a bit of damage. So let's go ahead and get started. Hop, step, side kick. And alternating each time. Do. Set. Net. Yes. Yes. Look up. Get up. Up. Good. So one thing I kind of want to say with this, when we're doing a hop, step, side kick, we want our foot, our back foot. So if I'm going this way, I do it. I want my back foot to touch the ground right before I make contact with my opponent. If I make contact with my opponent and my foot and I'm completely in the air, yes, I have a lot of forward momentum, so that could do a bunch of damage if I go into them and they're not planted, they're not solid in their footwork. But say it's a real big guy and they're pretty planted onto the ground, they didn't take a step or anything, they're kind of in a good stance, and I hit them and I'm in the air. If I didn't execute it right, I might be going a little bit backwards. Just kind of a weird thing. So when you're doing it, you kick, this foot touches the ground right before you put that power into the kick. That way when you make contact with your opponent, if they are having a pretty solid base, as you have their weight get impacted into your foot, it's going to go back into your body, and we should be a little bit forward momentum with it. Our back foot is a little bit behind us, so we kind of have this falling when we're making contact with it with our opponent. We're kind of going to be falling, especially when we really commit to the kick. But now say I've got Bob here and I do my kick just like this. If his weight is pushing back into me and my foot's on the ground, I have a brace going into him, something that's going to stop me from being pushed back. But say I hit him and I'm in the air, I could get pushed back like that. Not saying it's going to happen, I'm just saying it's a possibility. And if there's a possibility of it and we recognize that there's a possibility of it, let's just take the steps in order to make it so that can't happen. Okay. So not quite sure what number I was on. I'm just going to assume that I was on 10. So we're going to go and keep going with our hop, step, side kick. Johanna. You'll do it. You'll set. You'll net. You'll dash. You'll yes. You'll ilga. You'll yellow. Yo. Smooth. Take a breath in.